Right, my doctor's told me that my evil cholesterol is too high. My evil cholesterol is 6.9. Well, I'm eating like a high-fat diet, and he's saying you need to get carbohydrates for energy. I look at things like this, rough oat cakes, and there's just nothing that would make me eat those. That's just like eating cardboard. And we've got things like this, like double glossed cheese and tomato bites with sun-dried tomatoes. I don't know if that would work. He said porridge. So I was looking here, and I've got all these Alpen things, but it all says Alpen Light, Alpen Light. Everything that's light is always high in sugar, so it's not good for you. So all this light stuff I'm ignoring, and then I found, what did I find? These Jordan's ones, which is like cereal bars, and the sugar is as low on the list on any bar that I could see in the entire store, and the sugar is still 27%. That's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. He didn't say you want sugar for sugar, he said you want carbohydrates like bread, rice and things like that. I know rice isn't good, and I don't like rice anyway. I think it's the most boring food ever created, unless it's in kedgeree. So what I'm thinking is savoury things like this, or sesame snaps down there. I don't know what the sugar is on those. It used to be 5 in a strip, now it's 4. It used to be 5. How dare they? Yeah, see, look, sesame seeds glucose syrup, that's it. That's actually quite good, they're quite good. Maybe I should eat some of those. I'm still very annoyed that there's only 4 in a strip. I'll get some of those. In my bucket here I've got almond croissants. See, I wouldn't normally eat those, and they would reduce, but I like them, so we're going to have one of those each day. Brie, see, I'm eating brie. That's my high-fat diet, and alcohol there. That's the high-fat diet I've been having. But that's the reason that my waist is back to what it was when I was 19. It's the high-fat diet. But apparently my cholesterol is too high. All this kind of I just hate all this. I just cannot stand crackers. Savoury crackers are just the most pointless food ever designed in the entire world, in my head. Rice cakes I cannot eat, they hurt my teeth. Lentil cakes. What? Beetroot and also I don't like these complicated recipes. They annoy me. They really annoy me. Maybe something like Cars melts cheese. That's a bit more down to earth. Cars. It's got some sort of crown on it. Probably means nothing. I'm just not a cheese and crackers person. I just eat the cheese on its own without the crackers normally. I don't do cheese and crackers. I do cheese without crackers normally. Listen to this lot. They're funny. Those boys. Welcome to England. Welcome to London. God, everyone's so bloody rough. They're funny at the same time. Those ones are anyway. Right, Cars melts cheese. Coconut, palm oil, vegetable, dried cheese powder, wheat flour. Maybe they're good for you, but I don't know what they're like, and I'm not... Do you know what? I just don't like dry biscuits. All they do is make me thirsty. They have no other function than to make me thirsty, and that, to me, is not a positive function. No, they do nothing for me, dry biscuits. The only reason I ever ate a biscuit is because it had a lemon filling in it, or chocolate. Now the olive ones do look rather interesting. The taste of the difference, Sainsbury's green and black Italian olive twists. I'm going to try those. Like cheese twists, I suppose, but with olive instead of cheese. And they have the cheddar ones. But the olive ones, it's twice the size for the same price. How's that? No, it's not. How have they done that? Oh, they've made the packet bigger, but the actual contents are the same. Well, that's got to be the sneakiest thing I've ever seen. Look, that's 100 grams. That is a 100-gram packet of green olive. There's 100 grams of cheese ones. They've made the packet twice the size. Jesus. What next? I know linseed oil is good. Parmigiano Reggiano. Well, that's Parmesan. I don't expect people to read that. We're not Italian. We're English here. What else? I'm very suspicious of anything that's got words like that on it to make it sound like it's going to be skinny, because of it. 9 times out of 10 it's stuffed full of sugar. No added sugar is also a big red flag for me. No added sugar means because there's loads of natural sugar in it already. Peanuts are not nuts anyway, they're peas. I don't think they're as high in protein as actual nuts. And we got absolute crap like this. I mean, that really is just basically like eating a jar of sweets. You might as well just get the bonbons out for that. You see how difficult it is. Graze. I don't like the name. It makes it sound like you're going to eat them all day long. Just get fatter and fatter. Those things they're going on about how much less sugar than the average cereal bar. Let's have a look. Lemon blueberry. Yeah, they're full of hidden sugar, that's why. Exactly what I expected. I expected them to be full of hidden sugar. All of these kind of things. Go Ahead. Anything called Go Ahead is going to be full of hidden sugar. Anything called light is full of sugar. Popcorn is one of the most bad things you can eat. Cookies and cream flavour can't be good no matter what it's got in it. Yogurt. I'm generally suspicious of yogurt because it's so sweet. Anything yogurt I've ever eaten has been so sweet. Let's have a look at the Belvita yogurt. Yogurt crunch. Breakfast yogurt crunch. Let's see what it says. Eat as part of a healthy diet. That's never a good sign when they say that. Because that's not a third type of bracket there, surely. Do you know what? The brackets open 6 times, but they never shut. Okay, ingredients. Cereals, 61.5%, and then you've got a square bracket. Right? You've got a shitload of ingredients, and then you've got a round bracket, wheat, oat flakes and stuff. Then you've got another round brackets, wheat, and then you get 2 closed brackets. It should be 3, but you get 2 closed brackets, a round and a square, and then suddenly it says sugar. So sugar's actually the second ingredient. Sugar is the second ingredient, but because of all the brackets they've used, they've hidden it. Can you see that bracket there? I'll show you it. So look, there's a square bracket there. Can you barely see that? Right? And then we go along and there's a round bracket there, opening. Okay? So this is the cereals. The cereals part of the ingredients. We're still in the cereals part. And this round bracket is brackets within brackets. And we keep going along, okay? And then we keep going along. And then we've got another round brackets there, wheat, contained within that. That's the third set of brackets. And then here, the first set of round brackets shuts and the square brackets shut. There, can you see that? Because I can hardly see it. Right after the percentage symbol, they've closed the round and the square brackets together and you can barely see it. And then here is sugar. That means that sugar is the second ingredient in this product. But look where it is on the list. It looks like it's nowhere near the second ingredient. And you know that ingredients are listed in size order. So there it is, there's your second biggest ingredient. Because of this bracket here closing, next to a percentage symbol, so it's hidden, is sugar. Hidden. So I knew it. I knew these things were stuffed full of sugar because I've eaten them. That thing, these are the Belvita things. The way they list the ingredients is absolutely fraudulent. Absolutely fraudulent. Stuffed full of sugar, and I always knew it. Right, what else have we got? These are also basically sugar in a square. This is basically a cube of sugar. We're just trying to find some carbohydrates with no sugar, but there is literally nothing. This is all... in fact, these cookies over here are as healthy as the so-called healthy stuff over there. All of these supposedly unhealthy chocolate biscuits and things are just as healthy as the crap over there. So maybe that's what I'll get. Instead of this supposedly healthy stuff, I might get a packet of Maryland cookies instead. Tell you what, these are Maryland choc chip cookies. We're going to compare them. We're going to compare Maryland chocolate chip cookies to supposedly healthy Belvita honey and nut with choc chips. Look, this is the one that's in the healthy section, and this is the one that's in the unhealthy section. Okay, now we're going to look at the nutritional information. This is going to be fun. The Maryland cookies nutritional information. Carbohydrate 65 grams, of which sugar's 31 grams. Now let's look at these Belvitas. Okay. Carbohydrate 67 grams, of which sugar's 26 grams. 65-31, 67-26. Not a significant difference. Let's have a look at fibre. 2.1 grams, 4.3 grams. Okay, double the fibre, but it's a very small amount of fibre. Energy, the Belvita, these healthy ones, 1874, and Maryland cookies, 2022. Not much difference. Fat 22 grams, of which saturates 11. Fat 15 grams, of which saturates 1.8. Saturated fat is not bad. You need saturated fat to carry fat-soluble vitamins. So look at that in terms of sugar. This one is not much less healthy, and much more healthy than that one. The thing is as well, right, when you've got these and you look at that picture and you look at that and all that healthy kind of publicity, you could probably just wolf those down and feel really healthy and okay about it. You wouldn't eat that entire packet and feel okay about it. So you're already monitoring your eating of this, but you're not monitoring your eating of this, which is almost as bad as this. Yeah, that's really the only time a doctor's ever talked to me about nutrition. But I ended up with Alpen original recipe. I'm going to very much enjoy that. I will have it with water because I haven't drunk milk for a long time now. I think that the Alpen Light with no added sugar, when I looked at the sugar content, it was practically the same. It's just in different forms. I think you're better off just getting the original recipe. I got these green and black Italian olive twists. They're like cheese twists, but they're olive. And I got some trainer liner socks for the summer. I got the sesame snaps, even though I was very annoyed that they only come in 4 now instead of 5 in a roll. And I got Tunnock's wafer biscuits because they have a high glucose content, which I'd never really realised. I used to eat these a lot, but again, like these, they have a high glucose content. Glucose isn't as bad as sucrose, you see, which I always knew that from my Linus Pauling. Oh, how did that get in my bag? Oh, the other thing is, there was an avocado on the till end, and I said to the till operator, there's an avocado sitting here. She said, have it. I said, I can't just have it. And then I went, oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. And she said, have it. If they ask you, tell them I said you could have it. So I got a free avocado as well.